Hi everyone, I'm Barry Stagner and this is his channel Newsbreak. The Trump administration intends to propose a regulation next year that would require all travelers, including U.S. citizens, to be photographed when entering or leaving the United States, according to the administration's regulatory agenda. The proposed regulation, slated to be issued in July by the Homeland Security Department, would be part of a broader system to track travelers as they enter and exit the United States. The plan has already drawn opposition from some privacy advocates. Jay Stanley, a senior policy analyst with the American Civil Liberties Union, blasted the idea in a written statement on Monday, saying travelers, including U.S. citizens, should not have to submit to an invasive biometric scan simply as a condition of exercising their constitutional right to travel, he said. The Trump administration contends in its regulatory agenda that the face scan requirement will combat the fraudulent use of U.S. travel documents and aid the identification of criminals and suspected terrorists. The public typically has 30 to 60 days to comment on a proposed U.S. regulation. The federal agency then needs to review and respond to comments, a process that can be time-consuming for major regulations. The Trump administration also said in its regulatory agenda that it plans to issue a separate fast-track regulation this month that would allow the entry-exit project to move beyond a pilot status. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which is part of the Department of Homeland Security, has already conducted pilot programs that collect photographs and fingerprints from foreign travelers. In a 2018 internal audit, which found technical and operational problems during a pilot program at 9 U.S. airports, the problem raised questions about whether DHS would meet a self-imposed deadline to confirm all foreign departures at the top 20 U.S. airports by fiscal year 2021. The nonpartisan Pew Research Center estimated in 2016 that 45% of immigrants in the United States without legal status entered on a valid visa but did not depart when it expired. A California charter school barred 13-year-old Brooklyn Benzel from playing her favorite Christmas carol, Joy to the World, because it was deemed too religious. The school reversed its decision less than a week later after threat of legal action. Benzel had to threaten legal action, but the school took another look at the song and reversed their decision. Rightfully so, posted Franklin Graham on Facebook. Benzel, an 8th grade homeschooler, chose Joy to the World for a piano assignment and submitted a video sample of her playing the song to South Sutter Charter School in Placerville, California. Shortly after, an education specialist told Benzel that her choice in music would not be acceptable. In email exchanges with Benzel's mother, Julianne, a school official tried to defend the school's decision. There are words in the lyrics that can be considered religious, such as Savior and Heaven. It is widely considered a Christian hymn and is typically played sung at Christmas time to celebrate the birth of Christ. Although Julianne pointed out that her daughter would simply be playing the song on the piano and not singing the lyrics, the school refused to budge. Instead, the school official offered an alternative song, Jingle Bells, which they said is more cultural. The school official wrote, "There are no lyrics that could be construed as religious, so when the school's auditors examine portfolios, there is likely nothing to become an issue of playing Jingle Bells, which is not interpreted as a religious song. People of all or no religions can enjoy it as a song of the winter season." Julianne contacted the Pacific Justice Institute and Brad Dacus, a law firm specializing in the defense of religious freedom, and threatened to sue the school. "You would think homeschooling would be the safest arena for conservatives," said Julianne. "We are tired and extremely weary of our Christian faith being attacked in this country." Well, we do know that that's going to be true around the world, especially during the tribulation, and prior to that and during the same time period, there will be a rise in anti-Semitism, giving us today's reminder to keep looking up.